What would you risk for love? In a land where strength is legendary and betrayal lurks in every shadow, one man rises above all. Samson, chosen by God, endowed with unimaginable power. It's not just about might and muscle, but about the fragile line between trust and treachery. Tonight we enter a world where every glance could be a lie, every whisper a trap, and every promise a potential betrayal. Picture the rugged hills of ancient Israel, where the wind carries secrets and the night hides dangers. Samson walks alone, his presence imposing, his long hair wild and untamed, a symbol of his vow, a source of his strength. The Philistines plot in the shadows, desperate to break him, but for all his power, Samson remains just a man, longing for love and meaning, vulnerable to the desires that haunt every heart. What happens when the person you trust most becomes your greatest threat? A beautiful and cunning woman enters Samson's life, her motives hidden behind a mask of affection. Don't miss this story that resonates through the centuries, reminding us that even the strongest can be undone by a single moment of weakness. Let's journey together to the world of Samson and Delilah, where every decision can mean victory or ruin, and where the line between hero and victim is thinner than a thread. The man of superhuman strength. Samson's name is whispered across ancient Israel, both in awe and in fear. From birth, he was set apart, destined to liberate his people from oppression, his strength a gift from above. The Philistines, rulers of the land, know him as their greatest threat. A man no chains can hold, no army can defeat. Yet beneath the legend, Samson longs for something more than power. A love that will not betray him, a connection that will ease his solitude. Can a man chosen for battle ever truly find peace, or is his fate to remain forever apart? Through dusty streets and sunlit fields, Samson walks with quiet confidence, his presence both a blessing and a warning. Children point in wonder, elders nod in respect, and enemies watch from the shadows, plotting their next move. His long, untamed hair is the mark of his vow, the source of his supernatural strength. Stories of his deeds spread far and wide. The lion he defeated with his bare hands, the city gates he carried away, the riddles he posed to confound his foes. Each exploit adds to his legend, but also to the distance between him and ordinary life. The more powerful he becomes, the more isolated he feels. Even heroes have moments of doubt. Samson knows his strength is both a gift and a burden. It keeps him safe from his enemies, but it also denies him the simple joys of everyday connection. As night falls over the hills, Samson gazes at the horizon, wondering if he will ever find a place where he is seen not just as a warrior, but as a man who can love and be loved, free from the weight of his destiny. The woman of mystery. In the valley of Sorek, a woman of striking beauty and sharp wit makes her home. Delilah's name is whispered with both admiration and caution, for she is known as much for her charm as for her cunning. The Philistine leaders, desperate to break Samson's power, approach her with a tempting offer, silver in exchange for the secret of his strength. Delilah's eyes glint with ambition, but perhaps there is something deeper stirring within her, a curiosity, a challenge, or even a hidden longing. She accepts the task, unaware of the storm her actions will unleash. Delilah is not merely a pawn in the Philistines' game. She is a woman who knows her own mind. Her home becomes a stage, her words a weapon, her touch a lure. Night after night, she draws Samson closer, weaving a web of affection and intrigue. She asks him gently, playfully, about the source of his power, her questions wrapped in laughter and soft glances. Samson, enchanted by her presence, finds himself caught between desire and caution. He knows the danger, yet he cannot resist her. But Delilah's motives remain a mystery, even to herself. Is she driven by greed, by loyalty to her people, or by something more personal? As Samson and Delilah's worlds collide, the line between love and betrayal blurs. The question hangs in the air. Will Delilah's curiosity and ambition lead her to break the heart of the strongest man? Or will she discover a reason to protect him instead? Seduction and secrets. Night falls over the valley and the air is thick with secrets. Delilah's home glows warmly against the darkness, a place where laughter and whispered words mingle. Samson, drawn by her charm, finds himself returning again and again, eager for her company. Delilah, ever watchful, studies him, each gesture, each word, searching for clues to the mystery of his strength. She asks, with playful curiosity, her voice soft and inviting, "Tell me, Samson, what is the secret of your power?" Samson, enchanted yet guarded, smiles and offers only riddles in return. Delilah's persistence is unwavering. Night after night she presses him, her questions growing more insistent, her touch more persuasive. "If you truly love me," she murmurs, "you will share your secret with me." Samson, caught between desire and caution, tries to resist, but her words weave a spell around his heart. He tells her stories, half-truths, anything to satisfy her curiosity without revealing the truth. The Philistines, hidden in the shadows, wait and watch, their hopes pinned on Delilah's success. The tension builds with each passing evening, as trust and deception dance together in the candlelight. Samson knows the risk, yet he cannot pull away. He is trapped by his own longing, by the hope that Delilah's affection is real. Delilah, for her part, feels the weight of her mission, but also something unexpected, a flicker of doubt, a hint of regret. As the nights stretch on, the line between seduction and sincerity blurs. Will Samson's secret remain safe, or will Delilah's determination uncover the truth, setting in motion a chain of events that neither can control? Manipulation and pressure. Day after day, Delilah's questions grow more pointed, her pleas more urgent. She surrounds Samson with affection, her words sweet and her touch gentle, but beneath the surface, the pressure mounts. "How can you say you love me," she whispers, "if you keep secrets from my heart?" Samson, torn between loyalty to his vow and desire for her love, feels the weight of her words. He longs to trust her, to believe that her love is true, but a voice inside warns him of danger. Still, he cannot bring himself to leave her side. As the days turn to weeks, Delilah's tactics shift. She feigns hurt, then anger, then sadness, each emotion carefully chosen to sway Samson's resolve. The Philistine leaders, growing impatient, urge her on, promising riches and power if she succeeds. Delilah, caught between her mission and her growing feelings, finds herself in a battle of wills, not just with Samson, but with her own conscience. She wonders if the secret is worth the cost, but the lure of reward and the thrill of the challenge keep her pressing forward. Samson, weary from the constant pressure, begins to falter. He knows that revealing his secret could mean losing everything, but Delilah's persistence wears him down. The line between love and manipulation blurs, and Samson must decide, will he hold fast to his vow, or will he risk everything for the woman he loves? The answer lies in the space between trust and betrayal, and the choice he makes will change both their lives forever. Betrayal and fall. Samson's resistance finally crumbles under Delilah's relentless pressure. Night after night, her words and tears wear away his defenses until he can no longer bear the weight of secrecy. "If my hair is cut," he confesses at last, "my strength will leave me." Delilah, her heart pounding with triumph and perhaps a pang of guilt, waits until he sleeps. She signals to the Philistine men hiding nearby, and with quick, silent movements, they shave off Samson's 7 locks, the symbol of his vow and the source of his power. As Samson awakens to Delilah's cry, "The Philistines are upon you," he leaps up, ready to fight, but something is terribly wrong. His strength, once boundless, is gone. The man who tore lions apart, who carried city gates on his shoulders, now struggles in vain against his captors. The Philistines seize him, their laughter echoing through the valley. Samson, betrayed and powerless, is dragged away in chains, his eyes searching for Delilah. But she is already lost in the shadows, her face a mask of conflicted emotions. In that moment, Samson realizes the cost of misplaced trust. The legend of his strength is shattered, replaced by the bitter reality of betrayal. Yet even as he is led away, a flicker of something remains. Not just anger or despair, but a question. Is all truly lost? Or is there still a chance for redemption? The story of Samson and Delilah reaches its darkest hour, but the final chapter has yet to be written. The final stand. Blinded and bound, Samson is taken to Gaza, where he is mocked by the Philistines and forced to grind grain in the prison house. The once mighty hero now labors in darkness, his spirit bruised but not destroyed. In his suffering, he reflects on the choices that led him here, his pride, his longing for love, and the trust he placed in the wrong person. Slowly, as days turn to weeks, Samson's hair begins to grow again, unnoticed by his captors. With each passing moment, a quiet hope stirs within him, a whisper that his story is not yet over. The Philistine leaders, confident in their victory, decide to celebrate at their temple. They bring Samson before a jeering crowd, eager to humiliate him further. The temple is filled with laughter and taunts, but Samson stands silently, his face turned toward the heavens. He feels the presence of his God, a presence he had once ignored, and in that moment he prays for one final chance. The crowd's noise fades into the background as Samson focuses on the pillars that support the temple, sensing a surge of strength returning to his weary body. With a deep breath, Samson pushes against the pillars, his muscles straining. The temple trembles, the laughter turns to panic, and in an instant, the structure collapses. Samson's sacrifice brings down his enemies and secures a final victory for his people. Even in death, he leaves behind a powerful legacy, proof that weakness can be overcome, that mistakes can be forgiven, and that true strength comes not from power alone, but from faith and courage. Echoes of strength. Samson's story ends as it began, with power, sacrifice, and a lesson that echoes through time. His journey reminds us that even the strongest among us can be tested by love, trust, and the choices we make. Every decision carries consequences, and every moment of weakness can become a chance for growth. Samson's final act was not just about strength, but about faith, courage, and the willingness to stand up when it matters most. His legacy is not found in victory or defeat, but in the questions he leaves behind. What would you risk for love? How far would you go for your beliefs? And where do you find your true strength? As we close this chapter, let Samson's story inspire you to reflect on your own journey. Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more timeless tales.